to start on that left-hand side. Kashever catching her up though. Big stumble through Kashever. Tolakanina just needs to hold it together. 7.8.1, and it's Tolakanina that takes the first gold of the season. And you can see how much it means to her. One up on the left in blue. Kuzovlev on the right in red. And Kuzovlev is faster. Oh no, it's another stumble and Nemov takes the gold. Nemov will walk away with a first gold medal of the season here in Gyeongsang, South Korea. And there's one thing we can say for Maria Tolakanina, it's very rare that we'll see her anything but composed. She's going to move through these next moves with conviction. She's going to move decisively. High feet. Looks at that left hand. Oh, she sticks it! Falls! But that was a very aggressive fall.
That was first place.
He's only 26 seconds ahead of Fyong Park now. Hits the diner, look at that, almost static, really nice. First goes in, second goes in, and there it is. Oh my gosh, 1 minute 30 left on the clock. He was about 9 seconds ahead of Fyong Park, and if that's the case, it's gold medal for Nikolai Kuzov. Kashever taking the win in the first run, and look at that, she's accelerating away already on that left-hand side, but Feoktistovan's picking up the pace. Kashever around that middle zone, not stumbling, and although Feoktistova takes the win there, that 2-second advantage that Kashever won on that first run, we'll see her with the gold medal. Kardashev on the left, Yurlov on the right, and Yurlov gets up to the stronger of the two stars. He's been blisteringly fast all weekend, and it looks like he's going to keep going. It's not a sub-6, but it's fast enough, 7.76 seconds, almost a whole second ahead of Vladimir Kardashev. And it is indeed Vladislav Yurlov's first ever gold medal. There's the top clip, and there's the match, ladies and gentlemen. Maria Tolakanina in fine style, composed, calm, collected and cool. Another gold medal to add to the tally, and well deserved for the Russian athlete at the top of the game for so many years and at the top of the game. Hits the hold, there it is. Gold medal guaranteed for Nikolai Kuzovlev. Still going. 15 seconds remaining. Click 17 made. True spirit of ice climbing. Nikolai Kuzovlev tops the men's final route. Guaranteed gold medal here. For 20 years, Saas Fee has had ice climbing competitions in that structure behind me. This afternoon, we've got speed, semi and finals. It's going to be an absolute thriller if the last two competitions are anything to go by. This is the UIAA Ice Climbing World Cup, and this is Saas Fee. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are, and good evening from Saas Fee. You're looking at that wonderful structure in which we are based here in Switzerland. Let me tell you this, folks, it's a chilly evening up in the upper reaches of the valley, somewhere between -10 and -15. This car park is basically one giant freezer. We are live for the women's and men's speed semi-finals and finals. It's going to be an absolute thriller. Earlier today we've had the lead qualifiers as well. Of course, we'll be live with the semis and finals of that tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us. Of course, you can get in touch with us here. You can use the same method as always. Use that hashtag UIAA Ice Climbing. You can contact us directly on @UIAA Mountains, or contact me directly using that tag @Liam Lonsdale. If you are joining us on the broadcast, a very warm welcome, and we would, as always, love to hear from you. Drop in the comments box or in the chat box. Let us know where you're watching from, who you are cheering for, and a very special welcome to our guests on the Red Bull channel. If you're joining us on Red Bull, then it's great to have you on board, and we hope that you enjoy the wonderful competition we've got for you this evening. Speed final will be getting underway in just a few moments' time. It's going to be a thriller. Let's take a look at those start lists. We're going to have women's first. Of course, they climb in reverse order due to the rules. And what we do is we take their fastest qualifying times. Fastest comes out last, and the slowest comes out first. Looking at that list: Mariam Filipova, Maria Tolokanina, Nai Yagi, Valeria Bogdan, Anna Udartseva, Aneta Luzheka, new name on the tour this season, Natalia Savitskaya, Haruko Takayuchi, all up there in that top 8. Following that, USA's Kendra Stritch, Marion Thomas, Enni Bertling, Vivian Labaril of Switzerland, new on the tour for this season. She was joining last year, but of course we've not seen her at any of the Asian comps. Great to have her back. Great performance at the Swiss Championships last weekend. Follow another new name there, Angela Tomczyk, Katarina Kosheva, current ranked number 1 on the World Tour, Kumiko Hashimoto, and last but not least will be Poland's Olga Kozek. Let's take a quick look at that men's start list. We'll have the women's competition first. The men's start list will be as follows. Jonathan Brown will be out first, followed by Volodymyr Kaidash. Anton Grebenikov will follow. Then Luna Ladovon, no semi-finals in a lead for him tomorrow. Florian Gantner of Liechtenstein, great to have him back on the tour. Pauli Salminen's back. Dmitry Grebenikov, David Buffard, Tristan Ladovon, Vladimir Kartashev, really getting up into those top numbers now. Mohamed Reza Safdarian, Nikolai Kuzovlev, current world ranked number 3 on the tour this season. Anton Niemov, current world ranked number 2 on the tour this season. Vladislav Yurlov, current ranked number 1 on the tour this season. And last, of course, and no means least, he's been so fast in the qualifiers, the Iranian athlete Radmozen. So there is the first female athlete, and it's Mariam Filipova, an absolute very, very strong athlete, and she's been so strong at this competition over the years. Athletes have 3 attempts, that's her first. So that was her first attempt. Each athlete has 3 goes. Fastest time wins. Simple as you like. Next athlete, Maria Tolokanina, opted to wear goggles at this competition. Maria Tolokanina getting off to a good start, just finding a route there, finding a way up to the top. Maria Tolokanina there with her first attempt. Next athlete, Nai Yagi, from bib number 19, representing Japan. First time we've seen her at the tour this season. Just wayfinding there. Now, I was given the information that the athletes are climbing in reverse order, slowest to fastest. Something tells me that information might be incorrect. It is possible that we have a shuffled start list here. Now Yagi taking a methodical, practical approach. It's always easy to forget how difficult this route is. The upper tiers of the athletes climbing it so well. Now Yagi there, weaving her way up the route. Next athlete, first time we've seen her this season, Valeria Bogdan of Russia, protege of Maria Tolokonina. Very, very strong climber, super fast, only 16 years old. And here we see her picking her way up the wall, up the right-hand side of the wall, and accelerating towards the top. Big finish from Bogdan. Slight stumble, but that's an excellent time. Next athlete, Anna Udantseva. Now, I owe an apology to Anna. I've been misinformed that she's an English teacher. She was an English teacher. Anna is now a climbing coach and climber herself. Moving well. One of the taller athletes, and this is her first season on the tour. She's only been ice climbing for 3 years. 18.26 seconds for Anna Udantseva. Strong finish from her, safe first run. Just getting moving, getting warmed up. Next athlete is Aneta Lujeka of Czech Republic. Although these days, I believe we call it Czechia. Starting to find a little bit of momentum, and with the slower competitors, we will get to see that ice in a more detail. Able to see the route choice, the quality of the holes. A little slip there, but she's still making good progress. And the finish there, 44.03 seconds for Aneta Lujeka. Next athlete out will be Natalia Savitskaya. Had a consistent season so far, not quite the success that she was hoping for, I'm sure. Placed 4th in both rounds of the season so far. Last year she did manage to take a bronze and a gold medal. It was the bronze medal here in Saas Fee. We can see why she explodes up that ice, really favouring that solid ice as opposed to the softer stuff we saw last week. Big finish there, 11.09 for Natalia Savitskaya, and that's a great start for her. Very fast first time. Next athlete, another Japanese climber. This time it's Haruko Takeuchi. Haruko has been with us on the tour so far this season. See how she fares. Nice rhythmic movement to begin. Just needs to keep that momentum going. Good open hips. lacking the explosive strength of the Russians, but definitely has some potential there with that technique, I would say. 28.69 seconds for Haruko Takeuchi. Next athlete now, first US athlete, gold medalist in Bozeman 2015. It is, of course, Kendra Stritch. Lines up. Here she goes. Fast feet from Kendra Stritch, strong arm movements. Very powerful shoulders, this athlete. Yeah, moving really well through that middle section, finding that momentum now. Come on, Kendra, keep it going. Moves well to the top, and that's 15.15. Not bad at all for her first attempt. Great work there from the USA's Kendra Stritch. Next athlete will be France's Marion Thomas. That was really nice style there from Kendra Stritch, and definitely possible for her to improve that time in the next run. Okay, here goes Marion. Little stumble at the start there. Marion, of course, a very strong lead climber. Starting to find the pace through the middle section. Just struggling to get that right foot to stick by the looks of things. Time there is 17.55 for Marion Thomas. Not a bad start. Expect that to improve. Of course, the athletes, as they find cleaner lines, better methods, they will improve their times. Each athlete having 3 attempts. Current first place is Valeria Bogdan, 10.30 seconds. Renata Lukanina currently sitting in 3rd place. Here's Annie Bertling, last week's bronze medalist in the lead competition, first ever medal for a Finnish ice climber. Annie moving well and finishing there with 18.86 seconds. Not bad at all. Using those long levers and her height to her advantage there. 16 athletes, of course, and Vivian Labarille, rather, 12th. Vivian Labarille just looking to... Oh, she's fallen! No first time on the clock for Vivian Labarille, our first victim to this rather tough looking ice. Just went up with that right hand and the left tool popped. She was out of there. Next athlete, another American athlete, Angela Tomczyk of the USA. First time I've seen her in an ice climbing World Cup. Not bad record, making your finals in your first run. And here she goes. Just moving pretty well there. Keeping a simple, rather basic rhythm. Finishes in 27.9 seconds. Next athlete, and it is our overall #1 so far this season, will be Russia's Katarina Kosheva. And there is Katarina Kosheva. Took gold medal last week in Beijing and silver medal the week before in Cheongsong. Look at that pace, impeccable technique, big finish, 10.27, and that is enough to put her into first place. Amazing work. If you are just joining us, a very warm welcome to the broadcast. Great to have you all on board. You can, of course, get in touch with us here using the hashtag UIAA Ice Climbing, or contact me directly on @Liam Lonsdale. Hello to Maxim Tomilov. He's watching all the way in Russia. Maxim, we miss you this year, but we're glad you're taking a break. Sam Hill's joined us. Hey to Sam. Gero Sogt Kurelbatar's joined us. Jessica Scharf. So many people tuned in, and it's always lovely to have you on board. Good evening, Masood Zenali. Good evening, Jake Burdo. Good evening, Angela Bowitz. Good evening, Martin Gracia. And of course, George Joseph tuned in as ever. Great to have you all on board. Bib number 26 climbing now is Kumiko Hashimoto of Japan. .79 on the clock there for Kumiko Hashimoto. She sits second to last behind Aneta Lujeka. Vivian Labouril, of course, no time scored on her first run. And our final athlete, she made her first finals in China last week in the lead competition. Poland's Olga Kozak. Really focused on lead this year. Good rhythm, very consistent pace all the way up, kind of like Stairmaster marching. Little slip, but recovers well for the finish. 23.5 seconds. And that finishes our first rotation. So now we reset, we go back to Mariam Filipova, and we go for our second rotation of athletes. Do get your questions and comments in. Always love to hear from you guys. Where are you tuned in from? Who do you think's going to win? We'd love to hear from you. Get in touch. You can keep in touch on the results as well. You can see the live results for this competition and also the overall standings so far. Go to results.theuiaa.org. You can see everything on there. There's the French team and Gordon MacArthur making a welcome return to the ice climbing tour. Gordon topped both of his qualifying routes today in the lead competition and will be through to the semi-finals tomorrow. If you want to watch the competition tomorrow, you can tune in live. 8:30 AM we'll have the women's lead semi-final. We'll be going all morning, of course. At 1 PM we'll have the men's semi-final. Lots of different activities going on in the Ice Dome. The finals will begin for both men and women at 7 PM local time. We'll probably be live about 10 minutes before that. We've got all sorts of content lined up for you, so do tune in. All those times, of course, are local times. I'll be announcing those throughout the broadcast, so don't worry, I will say those again. You can, of course, very easily avoid missing them by subscribing or liking on the Facebook page. There is Marianne Filipova with her second attempt. Strong start, little stumble in the middle. Oh, big stumble there. Needs to try and regain that pace. Oh, it's just not looking good in the feet there. You can see losing focus towards the top. Oh, it's really not going well for Marianne Filipova. Ice looking a little brittle this evening. 21.42. 8 seconds slower than her first run. Next athlete for her second attempt is Maria Tolokanina. Took gold medal in the speed in Cheongsong and bronze in Beijing. Placed 4th here last year. Here she goes. The first 2 blocks were a good start. Oh, she's off! Look at that. Was not expecting that. Throws her hands down in frustration. Very, very rare that you see Maria Tolokanina fall off the wall. Lead or speed, she's very consistent. Be interesting to get the athletes' comments on the quality of the ice. And we saw it there, the right tool didn't lock in, and then the left exploded out of the way through the top of that block. She was out of there. Next athlete, Nayagi. First time for her was 39.92. Should be looking to improve on that this round. You can literally see as she goes, Nayagi is route finding and trying to pick out the best line. She did improve on her time. First run was 39.92. Second run, 36.31. Let's see what she can do with her third run. Next athlete will be Valeria Bogdan of Russia. Here is Valeria Bogdan. Good posture as she lines up for that first move. Stays on that right-hand side. Really strong power through the arms. Really good exposure through the feet. Little stumble, but a good finish. First sub-10 second time. 9.79 seconds for Russia's Valeria Bogdan. Wow. Okay. Starting to turn up the heat here in Russia. We're not in Russia, where are we? We're in Switzerland. She's turning up the heat in Russia as well, though. Russian athlete really, really moved well there. Another Russian athlete, Anna Udartseva. First time on the clock was 18.26. Let's see what she can do this time round. Again, seem to struggle with the brittleness of the ice low down, but find some good pace higher up. Davai, come on Anna, great finish there. 18.77, almost identical to her first run. Looks like she needs to find more pace through that lower section, because in the top part, she's got really, really good moves there. Not bad at all. Next athlete. It's the Czech athlete, Aneta Lujeka. And here she goes. Good control. Better movement this time. Ale. Annetta moving a little bit faster than her first run, I would think. And there's the finish. Oh, a little slip. And it's 41.12 seconds. Better than her first run. First run was 44.03. 41.12 on the clock for her second run. Back for her second run is Natalia Savitskaya. Nice movement there, really, really good technique, very open hips, fast hands and a little slip, but she's still going well. 11.61, slightly slower than her first run, and it was that slip at 2/3, 3/4 height that cost her. Yeah, we see there that left hand placement just didn't come off. Not bad. Let's hope that she manages to have a flawless run on her third run. Another Japanese athlete is Haruko Takeuchi. Haruko Takeuchi, excuse me, moving slowly through that low section. Her first run, 28.69 seconds. .37.14 that run for Haruko Takeuchi, a little slower than her first time. Kendra Stritch of the USA on her second run now. Not bad traction with the feet, good technique with the arms, not bad route finding either, 15.32, very consistent time. I think needs to make a few fewer foot movements. That was a mouthful. Less foot movements, but really, really strong there. I think we could see sub 15 from Kendra in the third run as she dials in that line. Next athlete, Marion Thomas of France. First run for her, 17.55. Definitely looking to better it second time round. Not a bad start, and moving through this middle section pretty well as she approaches the top. Oh, a little axe stick there. 16.34, a whole second off her first time. Not bad at all. Again, as she refines that line, I think we could see another improvement on her third run. So next up, Finland's Enni Bertling. First run was 18.86 seconds. Currently sits 9th, joint with Kendra Stritch in the overall rankings. Again, it's a slow and steady, methodical approach from Enni Bertling. Finishes in 25.61 seconds. Significantly slower than her first run there. So here is Swiss athlete Vivian Labarille. Fell on her first run. Needs to log a time on this second one. Otherwise there'll be way too much pinned on that third run. Crowd getting behind her. She starts to find some momentum higher up this ice block. Ale Vivienne moving super well towards the top. Not a bad finish, 22.57 seconds for the Swiss athlete. Very warm welcome if you are just joining us. Great to have you on board. Let us know where you are tuned in from and who you are cheering for. Kyra's online. Hello Kyra, great to have you on board. American athlete Angela Tomczyk lined up now. Fast hands, using the feet, big steps to drive upwards. Oh, bit of a fall there as that left tool popped out, but the right held. Finish there, 33.76. Slower than her first run at 27.9. At the moment, the first run will be the one that counts. The fastest run is the one that you take as your final score. Sam Hill says the ice looks nails. It is indeed very, very tough ice here. Okay, here's current World Cup leader Katarina Kosheva. Getting good placements to start. Eyes up a line, sets off very quick indeed. Brilliant coordination, slips, and look at that, lightning fast reactions to replace both tools and still move higher up the ice. Big finish, 11.84. Not the fastest time, but with two significant slips, still managed to get a sub 12 seconds on the clock. Excellent work there from Katia Kosheva. Back round to Humiko Hashimoto of Japan. Her first time was 40.79 seconds. We're hoping to improve on that this run. Pretty good momentum through that lower part, just stalling out through the middle. making her way up towards that big finish, and there it is, 34.56 seconds. Not bad at all. Knocks a whole 6 seconds off her first time. If she can do that again, she'll be sub 30. Let's have it, Kamiko. Next and final athlete in the second rotation, Poland's Olga Kozak. Currently sits 13th in the overall standings on the Speed World Cup Tour. Lines up for her second attempt. There goes Olga. Really methodical and rhythm. Oh! Not the way that Olga wanted that one to go. No time logged on the second attempt for Olga Kozak. As both tools popped at the same time there. She was unable to recover. So we go all the way around to the third rotation. Back round to athlete number 1, which is of course babe number 4, Mariam Filipova. So, we're almost ready to get going with the third attempt on this route. Rita Lukanina there visualising, looking for a flawless performance. She, of course, has only logged one time after slipping on her second run. 12.85, which is certainly not good enough for a medal. Spirits are high while the temperatures are low. Crowds favouring the upper tiers of the car park here in Saas Fee to watch the speed final. Modest crowd this afternoon, but it'll be a much bigger crowd for tomorrow's finals. Of course, we hope to have you guys tuned in and watching. Judges signal that they're ready. Mariam Filipova approaches structure. Two times logged, 13.78 and 21.42. Stares down the ice and goes. Much better this time for Maria Filipova. Mariam Filipova at the top there, 15. Oh, did she strike the top? The timer hasn't stopped, so it's possible that that won't count. Looks like she might have just missed it. Let's see that again. No, she did hit it. I didn't see a time go up. We'll have to wait and see if a time is logged for her. And here is Maria Tolokanina. Better this time for Maria Tolokanina, and she can leave nothing out there if she wants to be with a chance of a medal. Needs to pick up the pace. Is it going to be fast enough? I don't think so. 11.62. That is, of course, her fastest time. That's going to put her into 4th place. It is not enough for a medal. Current top 3 is Savitskaya, Kosheva and Bogdan. Here comes Nayagi. Japanese athlete. Steps up to the plate. Places her ice tools. And here she goes. First time was 39.92. Second time, 36.31. Can she improve on that again? Stabbing those feet in, and look at that! 26.5 seconds. Knocks a whole 10 seconds off her fastest time. That is a brilliant effort there from Japan's Nayagi. Brilliant effort indeed. Next athlete will be Valeria Bogdan, and she is, of course, sitting in 1st place right now. The only athlete with a sub 10 second time on the clock. First run was 10.3, second run was 9.79. And as she is poised, ready to go, we wait for the buzzer. There it is, here she goes. Really good shoulder movement. The head barely moves, but that shoulder explodes, and it's another sub 10 second. 9.38 improves yet again. Is she beatable? With that time on the clock and looking at the other times that have been logged by the other athletes, I'm going to hedge my bets and say no. Amazing work there, and a potential gold medal for Valeria Bogdan. Come around again to Anna Udartseva. Very, very different build to Valeria Bogdan. Tall athlete, long limbs, long levers. Bogdan short and explosive. And you only have to look at the shoulder movement. Bogdan with that incredible technique, pivoting, almost pivoting around the neck. Udartseva finishes 22.26 seconds. Back round to Czech athlete Aneta Lujeka next. Smile on her face as she approaches the ice. One thing that she will need if she wants to compete is her ice tools. Dirk Tyler there, one of our judges this evening from the USA, handing them over. Perhaps she was thinking she might do better with her hands. Find that highly unlikely. Here she goes. Moves just over halfway. Just struggling with route finding. Better there. Come on. Inching towards the top. So close. There it is. 38.6 seconds. That's a brilliant effort from Aneta Lujeka. You know why? Because her first run was 44.03. The second run was 41, and she really dialed it in. 38.67. Great work from the Czech athlete. Natalia Savitskaya up next. 11.09 was her first time, 11.61 her second. She has potential to climb faster. Will we see her realise that potential? Waits for the signal. There she goes. That fall's going to cost her. Her technique's good, but she doesn't quite have that explosive power that Bogdan seems to be showing, and she's slowing down at the top there. Stalls out at 13.34 seconds. Still sits in third place with that first run of 11.09. And there's few athletes that have the potential to climb faster now. So it's highly likely that she'll walk away with the bronze medal. Nothing's guaranteed. Next athlete, Haruko Takeuchi. Haruko's first time was 28.69. Second time, 37.14. See how she fares. Third time round. Will it be third time lucky? No, it certainly won't. That's a shame. Haruko Takeuchi falling there. Just below the halfway point. Still a smile on her face. And our next athlete will be the USA's Kendra Stritch. Kendra's time so far very consistent, both 15 seconds. First was 15.15, second was 15.32. Can Kendra dial it in this time and get sub 15? Let's see. Nice start. Moving really well through. Oh, a little fall, but well recovered, catching that left hand. Still going, needs to keep driving with those feet. Come on, Kendra, keep moving. Tops there in 14.91. Sub 15, that's a brilliant effort there from the USA's Kendra Stritch. She was happy with that one, and you can even see the smile. Good work, Kendra. Next athlete, another one that's improved each rotation, 17.55 first run, 16.34 second run. Can Marion Thomas get another sub 15 time? Let's see how she does. Definitely been focused on lead this year, but has really strong strides with those arms, powerful press with the legs. Inching towards the top. Oh, and look at that, 13.62. Excellent work from Marion Thomas. Excellent work indeed. Not enough to put her into the top 5. Excuse me, it is enough to put her into the top 5. Just. She is now ahead of Mariam Filipova, who was in the 5th place with 14.98. Top 5 currently: Marion Thomas, Maria Tolkanina, Natalia Savitskaya, Katarina Kusheva and Valeria Bogdan. Let's see how Enni Bertling fares now. First time was 18 seconds, second time 25. See if she can improve both of those times on her third run. Enni carrying the momentum through the route, finishing in 21.18. Right in the middle of the table, and smack bang between the two times that she'd already placed. Our only Swiss athlete in this speed final is Viviane Labarille, and she will be joining us now for her third and final attempt. Didn't log a time on her first run, logged a 22.57 seconds attempt on her second. See what Vivian's got for us on her third. There she goes. Oh, little fall, but catches the left hand. Moving better through that upper part and finishes in 18.34. Another improvement. Knocks 5 seconds off her qualified time. Not bad at all for Vivian Labarille. Sits in 9th place with that one. Angela Tomczyk, the USA, comes for her 3rd run. There she goes. As I mentioned, this is the first time we've seen Angela in a World Cup. Oh, and it's a fall. No time logged for the USA's Angela Tomczyk. Shrug of the shoulders. That's the way these things can go. Certainly not on her own. 5 falls happened so far in this competition. Katarina Kosheva with a smile on her face. Overall champion so far in the rankings, world ranked number 1 as well. Her fastest time is 10.27. She's going to need to beat 9.38 seconds. She wants to walk away with that gold medal, currently sitting in silver position. Really wide hips and very broad stride. Using those hands but slows towards the top, and I don't think it's going to be enough. 10.74. It isn't enough for a gold medal, and her fastest time still her first time, 10.27, keeps her in silver medal position. And unless Kumiko Hashimoto or Olga Kozek pull out something miraculous out of the bag, those medal positions will stand. Top 5 ranking at the moment: 13.62 Marion Thomas, 11.62 Maria Tolokanina. Bronze medal and 3rd place for Natalia Savitskaya, her fastest time 11.09. Silver medal in 2nd place, which will be enough to keep her overall in the 1st place. 10.27 seconds for Katarina Kosheva. Gold medal, unstoppable here today. 2 sub-10 second times for Liria Bogdan. First comp of the season, first gold of the season. Not a bad record. Kumiko Hashimoto inching towards the top. Almost there. There it is. 40.31 for Kumiko Hashimoto. And our 16th athlete of our 3rd rotation. Will be Olga Kozek. Fastest time she's logged, and the only time she's logged, she fell on her 2nd run, is 23.5 seconds. Let's see what Olga does with her 3rd and final attempt. Playing it safe, low down. Ice seems to be a little bit more brittle in those lower sections. Picking up in that higher part of the route, and there's the finish. 20.5 seconds, her fastest time. Great work from Olga, puts her into 11th place. And that concludes the women's competition. So just to recap for you, 16th place is Czechia's Aneta Luzheka. 15th place is Japan's Kumiko Hashimoto. 14th place Haruko Takayuchi of Japan. 13th place the USA's Angela Tomczyk. 12th place is Japan's Nae Yagi. 11th place Poland's Olga Kozek. 10th place Emily Bertling of Finland. 9th place Switzerland's Vivian Labarille. 8th place Anna Udaltseva of Russia. 7th place Kendra Stretch of the USA. 6th place, Mariam Filipova of Russia. 5th place, Mariam Tomas of France. 4th place, Maria Tolokanina of Russia. 3rd place and bronze medal goes to Russia's Natalia Savitskaya. 2nd place and silver medal goes to Katerina Kosheva. 1st place in the first comp of the season for her goes to Valeria Bogdan. Amazing work from her. Stick with us, folks. We will be with the men's competition in a few moments' time. While you wait for that, I would love to hear from you guys. Where are you tuned in from? Who are you cheering for? Why don't you drop us a comment in the chat box? Let us know which your favourite run was in the women's competition. Let us know who you think the men's winner is going to be. We love to hear from you here. Just a few moments' time, we will have that men's competition starting on your screens. Let's have a look at that winning climb again. That extraordinary speed from Valeria Bogdan. Can of course get in touch with me directly on @Liam Lonsdale. Valeria Bogdan, look at the way that her shoulders pivot. So strong. Absolutely blistering speed. 9.38 seconds. You can almost see the ice melting as she powers up there. Aggressive and powerful. Really nice up that right hand side. Excellent work from her. A very strong finish. Unstoppable today here in Saas Fee. There is that structure, stunning as it is. Silver medal, 2nd place, Katerina Kosheva. Really great technique, but just didn't quite have the look today. Couple of little stumbles cost her. Her fastest time, of course, was 10.27 seconds. In just a few moments' time, we'll be ready with the men. Don't go anywhere, folks. So I've just been told that we actually have a few minutes between the men's and women's competitions beginning. And what better way to fill that than take a look at our first competition of the season, the highlights from Cheongsong. Enjoy this, guys. Here they go. Tolokanina gets a better start on that left-hand side. Kosheva catching her up though. Big stumble from Kosheva. Tolokanina just needs to hold it together. 7.8.1. And it's Tolokanina that takes the first gold of the season. And you can see how much it means to her. Nemov on the left in blue. Kuzovlev on the right in red. And Kuzovlev is faster. Oh no, it's another stumble and Nemov takes the gold. Nemov will walk away with the first gold medal of the season here in Cheongsong, South Korea. And there's one thing we can say for Maria Tolokanina, it's very rare that we'll see her anything but composed. She's going to move through these next moves with conviction. She's going to move decisively. High feet. Looks at that left hand. Oh, she sticks it! Falls! But that was a very aggressive fall.
That was first place.
He's only 26 seconds ahead of Hyung Park now. Hits the diner, look at that, almost static, really nice. First goes in, second goes in, and there it is. Oh my gosh, 1 minute 30 left on the clock. He was about 9 seconds ahead of Hyung Park, and if that's the case, it's gold medal for Nikolai Kuzov. Kosheva taking the win on the first run, and look at that, she's accelerating away already on that left-hand side, but Feoktistovan's picking up the pace. Kosheva around that middle zone, not stumbling, and although Feoktistova takes the win there, that 2-second advantage that Kosheva won on that first run will see her with the gold medal. Kardashev on the left, Yurlov on the right, and Yurlov gets up to the stronger of the two starts. He's blisteringly fast. all weekend, and it looks like he's going to keep going. It's not a sub-6, but it's fast enough. 7.76 seconds, almost a whole second ahead of Vladimir Kartashev. And it is indeed Vladislav Yurlov's first ever gold medal. There's the top clip, and there's the match, ladies and gentlemen. Maria Tolokanina in fine style, composed, calm, collected and cool. Another gold medal to add to the tally, and well deserved for the Russian athlete at the top of the game for so many years and at the top of the game. Hits the hold, there it is. Gold medal guaranteed for Nikolai Kuzovlev. Still going. 15 seconds remaining. Clip 17 made. True spirit of ice climbing. Nikolai Kuzovlev tops the men's final route. Guaranteed gold medal here. So that was, of course, our first competition this season. Cheongsong, South Korea. The stunner it was. Last week we were in China. Frozen Reservoir, no less, and that was a stunner as well. And in a few seconds' time, we'll be getting underway with the men's speed finals. Got the start list here, so I'm going to go through that with you guys. First athlete out will be Switzerland's Jonathan Brown, followed by Volodymyr Kaidash of Ukraine, Anton Verenikov of Russia, Bruno of France, Florian Gantner of Dmitry Venikov of Russia will be out 7th, David Buffard of Canada out 8th, Tristan Ladevon of France out 9th, Vladimir Kartashev, current ranked 4th of Russia, out 10th, Anton Sukarev of Russia, last week's bronze medalist, he's currently ranked 5th overall. Then we'll have Mohammad Reza Safdarian of Iran, Nikolai Kuzovlev of Russia, Anton Yelov of Russia. Current World Tour leader will be our penultimate athlete, Vladislav Yurlov. And our final athlete will be Rad Mosen of Iran. Interestingly, those top 6 athletes are in the last 7, so they'll be exciting ones to watch for sure. Just to recap the top 5 in the overall ranking so far. Vladislav Yurlov sits at the top, followed by Anton Yelov in 2nd, Nikolai Kuzovlev in 3rd, Vladimir Kartashev 4th, Anton Sukarev in 5th. All Russian top 5, no surprises there. And there is Jonathan Brown. Looks like they're not quite ready for him yet. And just in the background there, chatting to Dirk Tyler, you can see Katya Feoktistova pulled out of this weekend's competition due to illness. We wish her a speedy recovery, of course. If you are just joining us, then a very warm welcome to Saas Fee, Switzerland. Des Walker's tuned in. Great to have him on board. We are live from Saas Fee with the men's speed finals. We just had the lead finals in which Valeria Bogdan took the first gold medal of her season. I think staying warm with a bit of a dance. The athletes ready to go. And there is that speed structure built up of ton ice blocks. Jonathan Brown approaches the wall. And here he goes. Let's see what he's got for us this season. Prepares himself. There he goes. Good hip flexibility. quite have the precision there with the hands that he needed to move quickly through that lower section. Manages to recover from that fall. Big finish, 12.41. Not a bad start there for the Swiss athlete. Not bad at all. Next athlete is Ukraine's Volodymyr Kaidash. Here he is, approaches the wall, sets himself up. Here he goes. Not bad technique, and it's a 13.94 second finish for him on his first run. Looking to improve on that in the next round. Just to recap, these athletes have 3 attempts at this route. Only 1 attempt counts, and that is their fastest. The athletes will be then ranked fastest to slowest. Top 3 athletes get the medals. Very simple. Here is Anton Grebennikov, Russian athlete from Siberia, younger brother of Dmitry Grebennikov. Oh, and a little slip right at the start. He's not what he wants. Twice over, manages to catch himself. That left shoulder must be tired already. Moving now, a little bit more precision through that middle section. Approaches the top, trying to find some speed. 14.22, not the start that he'd have been looking for. But if you remove those 2 falls, he'd be sub 12 seconds, I'd say. So lots of potential for his next run. First French athlete of the men's speed final. Luna Ladovon, the younger of the 2 Ladovon brothers. Better known for his lead climbing, but after just missing out on lead semi-finals, speed is going to be his best chance of a medal. 11.93 seconds for him there. It's his first attempt done. Liechtenstein's Florian Gantner joins us now. Blue helmet, the blue sleeves. Here he goes. Good wide hands, strong legs, really nice technique as he approaches very quickly to the top. And it's sub 10 seconds, first of the night, 9.87 for Florian Gantner, and that was with a couple of slips as well. Keep your eyes on that man. Nice work from the young lad from Liechtenstein. Next athlete, Pauli Salminen of Finland. Pauli prepared, and here he goes. Oh, and he's off. Left tool popped, the right wasn't in any position to recover. It's his first run over. And here is the older Grebennikov brother, Dmitry Grebennikov, wearing bib number 40. Very strong athlete. He's a big guy. Just making sure he's got his stance right on the plate. There he goes. Certainly got the musculature to do well in this type of competition. And he's got the reach as well, and it's another sub 10 seconds, 9.87 for Dmitry Gavennikov. Things are starting to halt up here in the speed competition. Bearing in mind, we're not through to our fastest athletes yet. Things are going to start getting really quick. Happy with that. North American champion, David Buffar from Canada. Moving pretty well through that lower section, struggled a little bit towards the top there, just not quite finding the right form, the right body position. 13.48 seconds for him. I reckon we can expect to see him speed up in his second and third attempts as he refines his line. And here's the older Ladovon brother, Tristan Ladovon, also known for his lead climbing. Lines up, and here he goes. Very fast hands to begin. Good strong steps. Really confident movement. He definitely looks good here. Let's see how he finishes. 9.22 puts him into provisional first place. Tristan Ladovon, you Bobby Dazzler. Very nice there from the young Frenchman. A really good finish. Consistent run from bottom to top. You can take a breath. Okay, now we're starting to get into that Russian end of the spectrum. Vladimir Kartashev, first of the really fast Russians, and here he goes. Really quick, look at him! He's like a rat of a drain pipe. Vladimir Kartashev absolutely flying. Unbelievable! Sub 9 seconds, 8.57. Oh my gosh, what did he eat for breakfast? Vladimir Kartashev, very, very quick there, and wasn't a flawless run. Dare I say it, do we see a sub 8? Whew. That was fast. Very, very fast. No doubt that he's in first place, and here's another quick one, Anton Sugarev. Stares down the ice. Here he goes. One of the tallest speed climbers. Really nice shoulder movement. Really strong strides. Little slip and a good finish. 8.91 with a slip. Oh my gosh, these times are getting really quick now. This is about to get exciting. Mohammad Reza Safdarian of Iran. See how he fares on the speed route. And he's not had a great speed season so far, but at this moment he's looking pretty good. Struggled to find the feet through the middle section. Good to the top, 11 seconds. Nope, he might have missed the top there actually. We'll have to see the replay. Timer didn't stop for him, but he did hit it. It's likely that they'll give him a stopwatch time. We'll have to wait and see for that one. If you want to talk about fast, then you can talk about Nikolai Kozlovlev. Great season so far with a silver medal. He won gold medal in speed here last year. Be looking to repeat that form with no doubts. Oh, and you see that slip there, right, left slip, but still picks up the pace through the upper sections, and it's a big finish for an 8.9 seconds. Flipping heck. He looked very, very strong then. Even with those slips, sub 9. Another one to watch. And I can tell you that Sefdarian did get given a time, and it was 8.9 seconds for him as well. We've got lots of people tied in there. Anton Yemov. Very, very quick. Current rank number 2 overall. Absolutely flying through that top section. 8.09. Well, it's getting more and more likely that we're going to see a sub 8 second time. Really, really nice technique. No big lunges for the top, just powered through. Calm and collected. Now, man of the moment in the speed competitions. Vladislav Yurlov took bronze medal in Cheongsong and his first ever gold medal in Beijing last week. Sets himself up on the pan plate? What do we even call it? I think we call it a plate. Sets himself up on the plate. Here he goes. Good technique with the arms, fast with the feet, but not quite as quick as the others. Still sub 9 seconds, 8.93. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for the past 2 competitions, I've been talking about Rad Mosen. He's had some unbelievable runs over the years, but he's never been able to execute when it comes to the final round. Will this 3-attempt system suit Rad Mosen? A little bit less pressure, doesn't have to perform in a dual setting, only competing against himself. We know that he's fast. Could this be the time for him to shine? We're in bib number 31. Very focused. Resets his position on the plate. And there he goes. Oh, little slip there in the middle. I have a horrible feeling that I might have talked this up too much. Picks it up towards the top. 12.08. Not a great start for the Iranian. Don't worry. I have a good feeling about his second run. We go all the way around now, back to the first athlete, Jonathan Brown of Switzerland. The athletes doing their second attempt in just a couple of seconds' time. Time to beat after round number 1, Anton Yemov. Took the gold medal in Cheongsong. Right now, he's a whole half a second ahead of the nearest competition. Could this be the second gold medal of the season? Too early to tell just yet. So here's Jonathan Brown of Switzerland. Oh, and he falls right at the start there. Absolute nightmare for Jonathan Brown. Heartbreaker. Watch that right hand. Oh, might have even hit himself in the face. Just did not get going there. That was a real shame. Jonathan Brown's out, and we move through to the next athlete. It's Ukraine's Volodymyr Kaidash. Isaiah Kaidash, a little bit slow through that middle section. Oh, and he's off as well. Could it be that as the temperatures continue to drop, that ice gets more and more brittle? We're going to see more falls. That's the third fall we've seen yet in this comp. Next athlete, Anton Grebennikov. First Russian in the rotation. Only a youngster. But very, very promising athlete. Made his first ever finals last week in Beijing in the lead competition and placed 6th. And it's another low fall. These athletes are going to really have to dial in their concentration now. Luna Ladovor of France lines up for his second attempt. He is fully focused. Oh, a little slip there in the middle is going to cost him. 11.46. Faster than his first time. Number 42. He was our first 10-second time in the first rotation. Florian Gantner of Liechtenstein. See if he can better that second time round. And he's not fallen, which is a good start, but that little slip's going to cost him. Oh, his tool gets stuck on the left hand. Oh, and another fall with the right. Is this ice condition really, really deteriorating now? Another fall. Just to give you an idea there, folks, we're 5 athletes in on the second rotation, and only one of them has logged a time. Interesting. Let's hope that it's not the ice and that these guys are just going super hard and losing concentration. Pauli Salminen fell in his first run, needs a good time on this one. Needs some time just to be in the rankings. One of the tallest athletes on the circuit. The first comp we've seen him at. Been at home babysitting the children who are here at the competition this week. If you didn't know, Pauli Salminen and Enni Bertling are married. 15.5 seconds on the clock there for Pauli Salminen. Pauli stayed home while Enni went to Asia. Second of the Grebennikov brothers now. Bib number 40 in the fluoro green, there he is. The man mountain, the Siberian bear. 89 kilos, prime Russian beef, Dmitry Grebennikov. There he goes. First time he scored was 9.87 and he'll definitely want to better that now. Strong up to the finish. Oh, and he's just shy there, 10.38 seconds. A little stall at halfway costed him. And in this competition, we're going to be coming down all the way to the hundredths of a second. Tomorrow, of course, we'll have the lead semi-finals and the lead finals. We'd love to see you here watching them. You can join us in the Ice Dome if you're local or if you fancy a quick flight over. Otherwise, join us on the broadcast. Women's semi-finals will be live at 8:40 Central European Time. Men's semi-finals live just before 1 o'clock Central European Time. And the men's and women's lead finals live just before 7 p.m. local time. Do tune in for those. On your screens now, David Buffard of Canada. His first time was 13.48. Can he better it? 15.52. Sadly not this time. Maybe his third rotation will be more fortunate. Next athlete, Tristan Ladavant of France. It's a little bit apprehensive. It's very cold. Absolutely freezing down there. We're a couple of layers up the car park in our broadcasting space. There he goes. Tristan Ladavant finding his way up really nicely, moving well, strong strides, and he slips just before the top, and that's such a shame. But still, with that big slip, 9.17 seconds, I say he would have been sub 9. You could see how frustrated he was. He'd have been definitely sub 9 then if he'd have hit that. Just lost focus at the end, little slip. Will the third run be enough for him? Have to wait and see. -11 outside in Saas Fee, but indoors it's way colder. Don't know what it is, but inside this car park it's like a giant freezer. It's usually between 5 and 10 degrees colder in here than it is out there. It's crazy. Here's Vladimir Kartashev. Little stumble at the start, and a stumble just as he gets a quarter of the way up. Finds his pace higher. Oh, this is not the run that Vladimir Kartashev wanted. 10.41 for him. His first run was 8.57. Next athlete, Anton Sukharev, another sub 9 seconder. Look of focus on his face. There he goes. Good technique, big strides, just struggles through the middle, but still keeping that pace, and look at that! 8.24, really, really nice from him. That's enough to see him sitting in second place now. Without that stumble, I think we're looking at another sub 8 second climber there. So far, this competition looks like it's going to be fought between Sukharev and Yemov. Next athlete, Mohammad Reza Safdarian. Finds his pace through the middle. 10.11. Now his first time was 10.15, so he's very consistent there. Again, it looks like he could better that. He just finds a slightly cleaner line, maybe a slightly more precise foot placement. Third place overall on the tour this season so far, after 2 competitions, is Nikolai Kuzovlev. He's currently sitting in 4th place with his 8.9 second time. Lines up. And there he goes. He did win gold medal here last year. 7.86 seconds, and it's easy to see why when he's clocking times like that. Nikolai Kuzovlev flew up there. His feet did not stop. I thought he was going to climb past the top then. Really, really fast. Very powerful, very strong. No love lost between him and Yemov there. Yemov, the competition now, 8.09, his fastest time. Sits in 2nd place behind Kuzovlev. This is getting exciting. Anton Yemov. Okay, Anton Yemov's moving really well now. Look at him accelerate to do that middle section. It's another sub 8 seconds. It's 7.79. Nikolai Kuzovlev laid down the gauntlet with 7.86, and Anton Yemov responds very calmly, very coolly. and with an excellent finish there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is getting spicy. Vladislav Ianlov joins us now, sitting 5th place. If you're watching this and enjoying this, then do like and share it. Get the people watching. Vladislav Ianlov, current world rank #1, and he's wearing the Tour leader bib, and here he goes, moving well through that middle section. Approaching the upper section fast, is a big finish, 7.61! He gets faster and faster! What is happening? Vladislav Ianlov! Oh my gosh! The baby-faced Russian crushed that route. Unbelievable. Coming back round to the Iranian now, a 16th athlete in this rotation. And his first time of 12.08 was nowhere near enough. And they're really putting the pressure on these Russians if this Iranian wants to be in with a chance of a medal here. Come on, Rad. Good start for Radmosen, just needs to keep that going, keep the pace, he's moving well and it's a good time, 7.98! Excellent work for Radmosen. That puts him into 4th place and exactly where I expected to see him. What did I say? I said his second run would be better. I wasn't wrong. Radmosen now up there with the Russians. One of 4 sub-8 second times. Radmosen in 4th place, 7.98. Nikolai Kuzovlev, last year's gold medalist, 3rd place, 7.86. Anton Yemov, 2nd place with 7.79. And Vladislav Ianlov with 7.61. We have one more rotation. 16 athletes with 16 attempts. Well, 1 attempt. You know what I'm saying. This is getting exciting. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Vladislav Ianlov there with that 7.61 time. Blink and you'll miss it, folks. If you are just joining us, where have you been? We are live with the men's final here in Saas Fee. It's the 3rd competition of the season. Things are really starting to hot up with those overall scorings. Third and final rotation of the male athletes. And of course was Anton Yemov. First athlete, Jonathan Brown of Switzerland. He's not fallen. Oh no, he fell! Fell low on his second run rather, and he's fallen high on his 3rd. Looked solid, but just not quite there. Very good potential there from Jonathan. His first run at 12.41, he had a fall. It looked like he had a lot more speed in him. I think we can expect good things from him in the future. Volodymyr Kaidash, bib number 45 of Ukraine. 13.94 his fastest time. He fell on his second run. There he goes. Strong arms, but not quite got the drive through the legs. Volodymyr Kaidash of Ukraine slipping in that middle section. 13.56. He did improve on his first time. Anton Grebenikov, our next athlete. There he is. A lot of pressure now, of course, because his first run, 14.2 seconds. Nowhere near fast enough for the standard. Sits in 15th place. Really needs to pull this out the bag. Just looking at him there on that initial position, he looked indecisive. Glancing around, hadn't quite chosen his path perhaps. Looking good through the middle section. And there's the top. 13.18, better than his first run. Good effort from Anton Grebenikov. Next athlete is France's Lunaladovon. First time that he logged was 11.93, second time was 11.46. What's he got for us on his third run? Oh, little fall, but manages to catch himself. Trying to just find that momentum again after stalling at the beginning. Seems to be finding it as he approaches the top. There it is. 13.95. Maintains his 11th position at this point. Florian Gantner of Liechtenstein climbs next. Sub 10 second first time. Puts him in 8th place. Can he shift it up a gear? Get into the top 5. Let's see. There he goes. Big cheers from the crowd and stumbles through that middle section. Loses momentum towards the top, 12.12. His first run, the fastest at 9.87. Next up, Pauli Salminen of Finland. Fell in his first run, 15.5 seconds on his second run. Smiles as he steps up to the plate. For his third and final run. Here he goes. Finding some great pace at the top, 11.54, big improvement on his first time. Nice work there from the Finn. Dmitry Grabenikov's back for business. First time 9.87 seconds. Second time 10.38 seconds. Let's see what he's got for his third run. Oh no, he's off! And the Siberian Bear sits in 8th place, tied with Florian Gantner. David Buffar of Canada currently sitting in 15th place. Stumbles at the beginning. Finds a little bit of pace through that lower section though. Needs to maintain the pace and accelerate through the top. 14.36 is his time between the two. And now we get into the business end of these 16 athletes. Tristan Ladevon of France, 9.22 seconds for his first attempt, 9.17 seconds for his second attempt. Can he pull something out of the bag here? Can he beat the Russians? Good pace to start through that bottom section, just needs to keep those feet moving. Oh, that little stumble's going to cost him. Can he keep that momentum to the top? Rune Ladevon in the audience cheering on his brother. 8.92 seconds for Tristan Ladevon of France. A very, very respectable time indeed. Puts him into 7th place. But brilliant work there to get a sub 9 second time. Sure he'll be happy with that. Here comes Kartashev. Vladimir Kartashev's fastest time on the clock so far, 8.57 seconds. Didn't quite have the run that he wanted second time round. He's wearing that red bib. He is the current world champion. Here he goes. Oh, little slip. But starts to find some pace through the middle. Oh no, another slip's going to cost him. Frustrated as he hits the top there, 10.28. just not his competition. Kartashev sitting in 6th place. Not happy with that. He knows he can go faster. We know he can go faster. Time for him now to regroup, get himself in the mindset for winning in Ravenstein next week. Anton Sukharev of Russia gets set up on the plate. Here he goes. Oh, little stumble at the start, it's going to cost him. Finds some pace through that middle section though. Oh, a slip just before the top. 2 slips. 12 seconds. Doesn't look like he's actually tapped the top. We'll have to wait and see what that comes through at. His fastest time, 8.24. Keeps him in 5th place. Mohammad Reza Safdarian hasn't managed to get sub 10 seconds yet. 10.15 on his first run, 10.11 on his second. He beat it on his third. Just not quite got the leg power. Not able to find footholds or to make those feet stick. Finishes in 11.09. Right, folks, let's pay attention now. These final 4 athletes have all gone sub 8 seconds. First out will be Nikolai Kozlovlev. He started it with 7.86. Anton Yemov followed, answered his call with 7.79. Vladislav Urlov come out and dropped to 7.61 on us. And then Rad Mosen came out with 7.98. Kozlovlev needs to do something spectacular here if he wants to better that 3rd place that he's sitting at the moment. Oh, that fall's going to cost him! Finishes still in 8.78. But you've got to be flawless if you want to be in with a chance of beating 7.61 seconds. 8.78 the time there for Nikolai Kozlovlev. Vladislav Urlov stays in 1st. Next challenger, Anton Yemov of Russia. Has he got it in him to make up a 1/10 of a second? So there goes Anton Yemov. So fast through that bottom section, accelerates through the top. 7.60, look at that! Oh my gosh, by 1/100th of a second goes ahead of Vladislav Urlov. Absolutely stunning. Vladislav Urlov now has some work to do. Can he knock 2/100ths of a second off his fastest time? Stunning work from Anton Yemov there. Vladislav Urlov lines up. And here he goes. Oh, that little slip at the start there could cost him, but he's accelerated through the middle. Oh, and another slip with a hand down the feet. It's not going to be enough. He's going to stay in 2nd place. 8.66 his time there. Anton Yemov currently in a gold medal position, but it's not guaranteed because could tonight be the night for Rad Mosen. Iranian gets clipped in. Slight frown on his face as he stares down that wall. Focuses on the ice, poises to go. And there he goes! Rad Mosen now, could this be the moment? A little stumble through the middle, oh no, 2 big stumbles and that's it. It's all over for Rad Mosen. He climbs to the top anyway. 10.12 for him, but still he came so close, outside of a medals position. Heartbreaking stuff for the Iranian. Missed a medal by 1/10 of a second. That's how close he was. We know he's got it in him. We know. Just hasn't been able to show us. He's going to be frustrated, no doubt about it. What a shame. So let's take a look at those results from the men's final of the speed competition. In 16th place is the Ukraine's Vladimir Kaidash. 15th place, David Buffard of Canada. 14th place is Anton Grebenikov of Russia. 13th place is Switzerland's Jonathan Brown. 12th place of Finland is Kylie Selman. In 11th place of France, Luna Ladovon. 10th place of Iran is Mohammad Reza Darian. Then we go into the top 8. Tied for 8th, Florian Gantner of Liechtenstein and Dmitry Grebenikov of Russia. 7th place is Tristan Ladovon of France. 6th place, Vladimir Kartashev of Russia. Anton Sukarek of Russia in 5th. Radmosen of Iran in 4th. Nikolai Kozlovlev takes a bronze medal here in Saas Fee. Takes 3rd place. Silver medal in 2nd place goes to Russia's Vladislav Irlov. Anton Yemov in 1st place. We've got replays in a short moment to show you of those medal climbs. First up, let's take a look at that bronze medal replay, the Nikolai Kozlovlev run. Really stunning stuff from Kozlovlev. He's been training very hard this season. Silver medal run, of course, taken by Vladislav Irlov. Stunning work from him. Excellent finishing. The gold medal, he was challenged, he answered. Anton Yemov was the undoubted winner with only 1/100th of a second in it, and there he goes. Stunning work, flawless performance, consistent from start to finish, and well deserving of that gold medal. One more time recap, guys. Tomorrow morning the women's semi-final will begin at 8:40 Central European time. The men's semi-final will begin at 12:55 Central European time. The men's and women's lead finals will begin at 5 to 7 local time. That's an hour ahead of the UK. It's a couple of hours behind Russia. You can extrapolate as you need to wherever you are in the world. It's been an absolute thrilling women's and men's speed final here in Saas Fee for the 3rd competition of the season. We've got more action tomorrow and we cannot wait to share it with you. Don't forget, hashtag UIAA Ice Climbing, at Liam Lonsdale if you want to get in touch with me directly. Until tomorrow, have a wonderful evening and good night.